Hello everyone, my name is Khalior. I bring to you every week the latest news related to Blood Hunt and everything around it, and I help explain the news in a way to better understand what is going on. For posterity, archival and recording purposes, it is currently Saturday, June 17th, 2023. It is currently 11:08 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It has been 417 days since the official release of Blood Hunt, and currently activated in game is the Primus Pass. The current patch is the community update. We are recording this live on Twitch every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. If you are live with me, please feel free to ask any questions that you have in chat. And as a reminder and a disclosure, I am not a game dev, I'm not bound by an NDA, but I'll do the best to explain the news with some reasonable assumptions, and I do not work for SharkMob. That being said, let's get right into it. We still, even though development of the game has finished for the moment, the last planned patch is in the game, there's still some news to cover. There's still plenty of things that are happening during the week. We're going to cover all of those. And maybe some extras. We're going to see. So, that being said, let's get into it. So, as usual, I'll be linking everything in chat. Boom shakalaka. So, the current series of drops that we have the 3 persistent drops that are available throughout the month. These 3 persistent drops are available until June 30th from every Blood Hunt streamer. You can get all of those. It's 30 minutes of watch time for each one of them to claim each one of them. So that's a total of an hour, 30 minutes. And we've also got our other Blood Hunt drops, still available this week. They've been available for the previous week and this one that has currently started. So we've got a post about this saying the Twitch drop campaign continues. So these 6 drops are still available for everyone. It is 1 hour of watch time per drop, and they are done from left to right in sequential order. You need to watch 1 hour of viewing time before you can claim it, and then once you claim it, it starts the timer for the next one, and so on and so forth, for a total of 6 hours of watch time if you haven't claimed any of those. And if you are missing, let's say, the Scourge Mask here, who is like in place in order number 4, you still have to go through claiming again these other 3 drops before you're able to claim the Scourge Mask. It's all in order. That's the way that it works. So yes, and these are available for the top 100 channels that are streaming Blood Hunt. If you want to know how to get in there in the top 100, if you want to know a little bit about how it works, join the Blood Hunt channel. There is an option to join in the channel roles. There's an option to join the Inner Circle channel, the Inner Circle program, which is for content creators. You can join in and ask how do you get in there, and there'll be plenty of people to help you figure out exactly how you can manage to be in the top 100 channels. Now, there's a little thing that they added here saying, toward the end of next week, we will reveal our Summer Drops campaign, so stay tuned. They are referring to what they said previously, that there was going to be a series of 9 unique new Twitch drops that are going to come. They're going to start next Friday. So the campaign will be revealed, and we are very, very excited to see what is going to happen with that. We're very excited. All right, so the next thing that happened this week, if you weren't aware, there was the Kindred Challenge that started, the first Kindred Challenge of the series. I'll be talking about that more in a second, where you had to win a match using only a knife, and if you got a certain amount of kills in the same match, you would get more entries in the giveaway that was going to happen at the end with everyone that qualified. And there are 2 Techno Demon Mask codes to get from this. Now, this has ended at this moment in time 2 hours ago. The entries were closed, so I'll be doing that later on during the day, looking at everyone's entries and selecting winners, and I'll be contacting them and making sure that the information of the winners is posted. Is going to be posted on my Discord, on Twitter. You're going to be able to have the people's names there. In the meantime, however, the moment that this one has ended, we got a new one, the new Kindred Challenge of the week, which I hinted at yesterday. Today, this week, I should say, probably. The challenge, the Kindred Challenge, which I call Pistoleros, you need to win a trios match with every member using only pistols. Now, I go through the details of... Oh, sorry. In the link here with the rules and entry, I go through all the rules of exactly what that entails and how everything works. So have a look at this before you start asking a bunch of questions. But yes, using only pistols means the pistol and the dual pistols. So you need to win a match with your team, everyone only using those pistols, and then you have to link your tracker match inside the form, so I can validate that everyone was only using a pistol and you gotta win. And if you're doing it again, a second match, and you get a third match, you get more entries for your whole team to join in the giveaway, and the giveaway will be the Bend the Knee emote that your entire team is gonna get. So I've got 6 emotes to give out that have been generously given to me by Tobias. And yeah, so basically 2 teams at the next Saturday, 2 teams will be chosen, and we'll be getting the new rarest Bend the Knee emote that not a lot of people have had so far. And yes, exactly, El Mariachi style dual pistols. Imagine you got it. I don't know if you understood my little reference. I don't know why I didn't put it there. Let me actually show you. I was a little sneaky. So yesterday, I put this tweet out as a little teaser. If anyone knows, and I said once upon a time in Prague. This is actually this is Once Upon a Time in Mexico, which is the last movie of the trilogy of the Mariachi trilogy by Robert Rodriguez. And yeah, this kind of hinting that it's going to be for trios. And I linked a little Spotify song here that is also in the form. It is the song called Pistolero by Juno Reactor. So I was being a little sneaky, letting you know what was going to be happening with this. So sorry, getting back to this, just so people understand what exactly is happening, because I didn't explain myself necessarily last week, but here's the gist of it. The Kindred Challenges, okay, I call them Kindred Challenge, is basically a series of tasks that are hard to complete, okay? The 2 things is that they're hard to complete, and on my end, I can easily verify that you've accomplished the thing that I've tasked you to do. And the plan is every week we will have a new challenge with guaranteed codes that are up to grabs every week until the first week of September. I believe the last planned, the end of the last challenge that I've got planned ends on September 2nd. So that's how far in the future I've got those challenges planned. So yeah, I have a schedule prepared. I just need to prepare all the materials for the next week and it's going to be like week after week, some challenges, some codes to give to the community. But specifically, this is meant to be hard, and this is meant to make you go in all the different queues, try out some different things. And like I was saying earlier, there's some solos people that are just like, I play only solos, but I want this emote. You're gonna force me to get into to get sociable with people, to get myself into a trio match. Absolutely, go for it. There's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be looking for teams to try to get this done. Go ahead, get into trios. This is the week for trios. Go in there. There's gonna be a lot of people looking for pistols. So it's gonna be very interesting. I hope you're gonna have fun with it. I hope you're gonna at least accomplish it also at some point. But yeah, at the end, I'd say like towards the end of my scheduled plan of challenges, I'll be reevaluating how this is all going and gonna see like, should I continue? Are there things that I need to move around or improve, or is there no more interest in it? Like, should I stop it? We're gonna see. Like, I think that running the whole summer with those challenges is gonna be a good idea. I've submitted that, by the way, to Tobias, the community manager, who's greenlit the whole thing, and I would even say is very enthusiastic about the idea. So he's been willing to provide me with a lot of codes that will match the kind of challenges that we're gonna have. So a lot more challenges coming your way in the near future. So if you want to get into Bloodhunt, challenge yourself, try to get that happening. This is all because a lot of people have been asking me with the Kindred program, could I get, if I do certain challenges, if you select certain challenges inside your into the Kindred program, can I get a prize? Can I get something for it? I'm just like, well, I didn't plan on this, but let's see if I can put something together. And I did, and there you go. It's not going to be easy. You're not going to like some of you are not going to like this. But on the other side of things that are not complicated, I know that there's other people that are preparing other community-driven initiatives that are going to be a little bit easier, or maybe not necessarily going to focus on performance, on game performance. They're going to be on some other stuff, other aspects of Bloodhunt. So there's going to be some other chances for codes coming from the community that are going to come in the future. Nothing that I really can confirm right now. You're going to inflate some friends to play trios with? Well, you're going to see. Hey, imagine I've heard there's a rumor that one of your friends should be coming back to the gaming world with us, should be coming back to Bloodhunt. I would think that would be a great motivation for her to come back and to do this kind of challenges. We're gonna see. Yeah, the dancing Pikachus. Okay. Okay, that being said, speaking of things that are coming in the future, let's get into game updates. Well, the most important thing that you should know is I asked Tobias, when is it going to be the next automatic game update? So, as you all know, at the end of every month, in the next months in the future, we are going to have an automatic update that is planned for the game, and that includes adding a new weapon, adding a new TDM map, adding a new artifact, some store updates, and maybe some more extra things may be added to that. So we know that we've got at least three weapons, not at least, we have 3 weapons, we have 3 artifacts, we have 5 TDM maps. So there are going to be automatic game updates for at least the next 5 months. We have still 5 more automatic game updates that are coming in the future. So for the end of this month, I asked Tobias, when is it going to be? And he confirmed that it's going to be on Monday, June 26th is going to be the next update. Now, in terms of store updates, I just want to remind people that so far what we have seen in the past behavior of store updates, it has been adding to the store a selection of items that were found in previous battle passes in the past. Most and more specifically, a lot of them were paid battle passes. So now you still have to like pay a price tag for it in tokens. Yeah, and usually that's what we get so far in terms of automatic updates from the store. Nothing gets removed. It's only things that get added. And yeah, if I understand that there's a lot of when Tobias said a selection is because there are some items that have been very much requested from the community in all sorts of feedback that specifically some of them have been targeted, but there are some kind of restraints over some of them. Probably like the end of battle passes cosmetics are probably not going to make it into the store because the end of battle passes were like the objective to get the things to get like while you were there. So probably these items are never going to be made available again. We're gonna see. But yeah, that's the kind of automatic update that you are going to expect to have on the 26th of the month. And also, yes, the important thing that a lot of people are going to be looking forward specifically for that game update is that a new artifact is going to be thrown in the mix. So when you are looking at the community vote of the week, now we're gonna have different kinds of votes that we're gonna have, because right now we only have 3, so there's only a certain limited amount of votes, like of variety that we have. Putting a 4th one in the mix is going to make it a little bit more varied week after week, in case people are not looking forward to playing with a specific artifact. Speaking of which, I know it's kind of weird because the voting ends on every Sunday evening. So I'm technically, by doing my news every Saturday, I'm always kind of a week late, technically. So there is just to basically mentioning the voting results of last week, which are currently things that are live currently in the game. We have the TDM map again. The selection of the TDM map at 38% was very split amongst all the other maps that was there. The very surprising one, I believe, was the artifacts, because at 37% it meant that a lot of people have chosen chose the other options. So again, the community was very split on which ones to choose the best, and it's not necessarily because Hand of Glory and Boots are the better ones that it means that specifically the rest of the community agrees with that at 37%. The one that is still absolutely not surprising is the choice of legendary weapons, where I believe that the Tommy gun and the assault rifle are very, I would understand, are very favored by the community. So I'm absolutely not surprised. In terms of the voting choices of the week, which are currently live in game, and when you're loading the game and you are when you are loaded in the game and ready to vote, here are the choices that we have for the week. So again, TDM maps is varied. You don't have any returning maps in all of the choices, so you can choose pretty much whichever you want. Hello, Magics. In terms of gold weapons, again, a good variety, and I want to again remind you that these weapons are not, this is not a hand-picked selection. These are like the groupings of the weapons inside the different options are entirely random. This is like from beginning to end, all of those are randomized, so you can't say that they specifically selected or they will always be in these kinds of groupings together. It changes every week. So again, I'm not seeing. Because the Tommy gun is here, and the LMG is here. I don't know. This probably option 2 probably might be the one that the community is choosing over the other ones. However, you've got the assault rifle here, and there might be some people like me who might be interested in using the new reworked golden pistol, probably. Some people might be interested here in the golden hunting rifle and the golden burst rifle. Also the golden revolver, which are very all of them in their legendary forms are very powerful. In the hands of a good player, they can absolutely destroy a lobby. So I think the options for the legendary weapons, it's pretty much up for grabs. And like I said, right now, it's the same kind of combos that we have for artifacts, because we don't have a fourth one to be put in the mix. So again, the choices are the same as last week. They're just in a different order. However, we got, is it this one? Yes, on the Discord, we got a midweek update from Tobias, which did a few things all at once. So in here, Tobias said, this was midweek, in the middle of the week, the current community votes for this week. TDM maps are Disco, Train Station, and Harbor have the strong majority vote currently. Gold weapons, hunting rifle, burst rifle, toggler, and revolver have the strong majority vote currently. So like I was saying, probably like very OP. And artifacts, the boots and the book are right now in a strong lead. So people who have clamoring for the hand not to be available, things were looking good in the middle of the week. Have things changed since then? Have the people that want a hand in their gameplay, have they voted more for it? We don't know. Suspense. We're gonna learn that tomorrow evening. But remember, you still have some time to vote during this weekend, so don't forget to go vote. And also, Tobias decided to also throw in, here's some bend the knee emotes. Here's a few codes that I'm just throwing in there. So, oh, by the way, all of these emotes have been, all of these codes have been claimed, but it's just to let you know that again, it's the kind of thing that you're going to see in the main Bloodhunt chat inside the Bloodhunt Discord. So again, here's the link to join the Bloodhunt Discord. If you're not, there's a lot. He likes Tobias and Leon like to throw in the occasional pictures of codes. First come, first serve, a little FOMO. So yeah, come and pay attention to the Bloodhunt chat inside the Discord. Why did I put this here? That is not necessary. Okay. Oh no, it's because I did a thing. Okay. Yes, they are unique codes. Like, all of those are unique codes. It's not a code for everyone. The example of a code for everyone is going to come in soon, though. Some other, like, continuing on the trend of updates that were found inside the Discord. Yes, Saffron, they're all taken. They're all taken. Here we go. There's an update that I forgot. I completely forgot. It's my mistake. Last week, it was in my screenshots. I was like, of course I'm going to be talking about this. Of course. And then I forgot to put it inside my news. But here we go. Someone asked Tobias, is all the rank stuff gotta stay OG? I don't know if I mentioned it last week. Now that I'm reading this, I don't know, but I'm gonna repeat it because some people missed this. Absolutely, some people missed this last week. So, are the ranked rewards returning at some point? Tobias said ranked rewards might possibly return in some shape or form. If they do, they are going to be very tough to get, as in significant competitive challenges. So, I've theorized that that there might be, it's a theory that there might be a pile of ranked rewards that we've never seen, that have never been used, that might be soon available for us, that he might throw at us at some point. There might be the old rewards that we already have from rank 1. Maybe they're going to do return back. I know that there's some people, if that's the case, I know that there's some people in the community that are going to be very angry if that happens. And yeah, I feel sorry for them in a way. But it's not mentioned here. Is this new? Is this old? He didn't answer the question of like, are they going to stay OG? But returning at some point might possibly return. It's not a guaranteed thing that he's saying there. So keep that at the back of your mind. Maybe do a little Kindred program. Maybe like do a little program to make sure that you get better at the game, because significant competitive challenges seems like something intense that might get some people that are very good at the game to come back to the game or to reinvest some time to the game. But just, get yourself ready for something like that. Some people have been very excited to see that kind of response from Tobias. Another kind of random thing that happened. You've got Aras Windaril inside the Discord that said, I'm happy with this particular drop, the mask. So it's the Scourge mask that they're talking about here. And Tobias answered by saying here, I think we might be able to make you even happier in the near future. Scourge mask recolor coming in soon? Question mark? We don't know. But yeah, some people that have been asking, like, the Scourge mask is all in tones of brown. They don't necessarily like to have the outfits all in brown. Maybe we're gonna get a recolor. That's what I think is something that's implied here. So again, keep your eyes open. Maybe it's going to be a part of the next series of 9 Twitch drops for the summer. Who knows? These are possibilities. Another thing that happened this week. Oh yeah, we got Tobias in the Secrets channel. Now, if you haven't been paying attention to the Bloodhunt-Secrets channel, it's been very, very interesting, but I'm going to relay like some of the info that's been happening here. So Tobias posts some new locations for you guys to chase during the hatch chase. Now, if you don't know, we are looking for a hatch somewhere in Prague that is supposed to unlock or give us access to a huge underground bunker underneath Prague, is what the code message that we deciphered said. And we've been looking for the hatch. There's been a hatch hunt. If ever you're playing in Prague and you're seeing some people looking around, not necessarily shooting at you, that's what they're probably doing. They're looking for the hatch. There's a group effort to go through every single inch of the map to try to find exactly where that entrance is. We just know that there's the initials EW that are going to be on that hatch. That's all we know. But Tobias said some locations for you to chase during the hatch chase. So 6 pictures here, very interesting. And he adds, they may or may not be at all related to the hatch, just something to be on the lookout for. So we thought that was interesting, but then Tobias adds, there at the bottom, he says, if you guys find all 6 locations and send screenshots in this channel and tag me, I'll give you something. So immediately for the next few days, some people have been looking for this. So that it took a couple of days. It took a couple of days before all these locations were found. I think I've got all the pictures here, so you would know exactly what this looks like. So these are the pictures. I'm not gonna necessarily give you the locations of everything. Like, I'm hoping that someone will make a post with all the actual screenshots of all the locations where we have the mini map, so we know exactly where they are. But some of them that people that thought were easy to find, a little bit more difficult, because in some places, in some areas that you look like this, you go, wait, I've played this game for many hours. Surely I'm gonna find this place, but still it took 2 days to find all these the locations of these 6 screenshots. This one especially was the last one to find, and it took a while for people to figure this one out. There you go, Universitas Nobis. This Nosferatu picture is found on a few walls inside of Prague. If you're like me, if you've never seen it before, you have discovered that there are 3 or 4 other locations where you can find this picture. Yes, it drove far crazy, absolutely. And this location here with the vagrant, with the sign that says "Please help." Yeah. But good for us, the locations have been found. So Tobias replied by saying, "Here are the avatar and banner that we will hand out. Due to some technical issues, the code cannot be sent here until Monday. It is going to be a code that is going to be available for everyone." Hold on, he's posting it here. There we go. There will be one code redeemable by anyone. I will make sure we'll make some additional secret hunting in the future. So if you want to be again part of the group that is hunting for secrets or hunting for stuff inside of Prague, join the secrets channel in the Bloodhunt Discord. Now he says, now back to the hatch chase because we're looking for it. Now, you want to get a closer look at the icon and avatar that we're gonna get? Yeah, absolutely. Look at this. This is people when they're using voice chat in trios. This is what we're looking like. And and this is gonna be the banner that goes along with it. I think they're pretty cool. Not super vampire focused, but they're very like, it's us. We're an online community. Absolutely, I'm looking forward to get that. So probably incoming on Monday, we're gonna have a code to everyone to grab these 2 things. But keep in mind, and that's the thing. Now that the search has been over, some people might have forgotten that Tobias said that these 6 locations, might or might not be related to the hatch chase. So probably there's going to be some people that are going to look at those locations or look around those locations now to find either the hatch or find a clue for the hatch. We're not sure exactly what that means. So the hunt for the hatch continues. It goes on. However, speaking of which, there is, while looking for the hatch, Discord user Mint Slice has found the entrance to a secret hole that is near Princess Haven. Now, this is the screenshot. Now you can see Princess Haven is here. It's nearby. You've got the entity camp that's here with the big plaza over here. So it's just beside it. It's a little closed off area that's here. If you use your heightened senses, you will see on this wall right here. I'm sorry, I don't have the screenshot for it, but you will see an alchemical sign that will appear. Like it's a sign of I believe it's a sign of a triangle with a squiggly line. That is right beside it. And here inside this bush is a secret entrance that you can only go through if you're crouched. So if you crouch through that bush, you will find a little alcove here. And if you've been using heightened senses in that area of Prague, sometimes, like me, you will have noticed that there is an artifact box, with the orange glow, that is underneath the ground nearby. That's where it's located. I only noticed it last week, like a few hours before Mint Slice actually took the time to find it. But yeah, I found that there was an underground box, and I thought, this is kind of weird. Have I found where the bunker is? That would be stupid. But yeah, apparently there's a box that can spawn here. But if you're trying to hide from some people that might not know about this place, it's a nice little place where you can slide, grab a blood bag, get a shield back on, and then sneak out of there. So nice little place to find if you want to discover like all the secrets that are inside Bloodhunt. And related to that, because we've noticed that there was the alchemical sign that was just beside the entrance. It got the people in the secrets channel thinking, wait a second, we've seen some other Vampire the Masquerade alchemical signs at other places using heightened senses inside the map. So there's been a hunt of looking for every sign and looking around every sign to see if there was something hidden to find. And there was one that was found near the abandoned mall. Now, you might have been there at abandoned mall. Here's the location. Pay attention to the location here. That's usually like near the starting point. You usually go up the stairs here. You don't pay attention. You might have used your heightened senses and seen these kind of weird horseshoe-like U's, and you've been like, huh, this is kind of weird. But on the top of the steps, like in the middle of turning around for those steps, someone noticed if you look up, you might see this little square here. And it's actually a square that is entirely open. And if you crawl through that square, you find yourself a little room here. You see there's a golden skull. There's some people that have been here. Yeah. So that's the second little hidden room that we found near signs that we can only see through heightened senses. Yeah, insane, exactly, Far. So, everyone, if you are, like, that's what the Secrets channel is currently looking into. All the other signs. They're making, some people, I believe that there's some people that are looking at the map of Prague and marking every place where they have found an alchemical symbol to go like, okay, we need to investigate, is there a secret thing around this one and that one and that one? So, might be related, might be just other secret things that we just haven't found, because Tobias said, despite the hatch, there are other secret things that we haven't found inside the game. So, if you're not necessarily interested in the gameplay, you want to roam around and discover some things around the map, there's things like that are hidden all over the place. Also, now that you know this, that this exists, another cool place to hide if ever someone's chasing you. You've got this little crawl space that you can hide inside. And then maybe no one's gonna find you. Maybe you can hide out in that little place. I'm ruining my tracker stats with the hunt. Absolutely. I mean, my tracker stats are bad already, like, by default. So, again, join in, like, keep an eye on the Bloodhunt-Secrets channel if you want to join in the search, if you want to see, like, some more secret things that people are discovering, if you want to join in with the efforts. Absolutely. So, last weekend, we had the Bloodhunt Community Fun Tournament, or Funament, if you want to call it like that. There was a feedback form that was made available for you to give feedback on how this all happened. What did you think of it? And also there was, some people might have noticed that there was also the option to choose what the next tournament is going to be about. So, the next tournament, or I should say Funament, because we are relinquishing the term tournament for these kinds of, if there are community fun events, we're gonna call them Funaments, because apparently some people that are very competitive take offense to the fact that we're calling them tournaments. So, I've got the link. Far. Hold on, let me just... where's my chill hop? Let's mute the chill hop for a second. Oops, it's not this one, it's that one. There we go. Right? Boom. Announcement for the next one is going to be happening on July 1st. You can sign up now. There's a FAQ that is available for you to know exactly what's going to be happening. And let's take a look at this. I haven't looked at it yet. Oh, is there sound? Yes. there we go. So, next Funament is going to be happening on July 1st. It's going to be happening a little later than usual. There's been a request for some people that have been saying that they haven't been able to participate or join or watch because it was a bit too early for them. Try to accommodate, all sorts of different time zones that we have inside the that we have, for the game. So this time, gonna try to see if maybe we move it 2 hours later. What's going to be the reaction from people? Just, trying to see if we can accommodate as many people as possible. But yeah, that's going to be something that's going to be coming soon. So mark your calendars, sign up. It's going to be solo. I've seen the vote results. Fars allowed me to see the vote results. It's solo Funament has been absolutely crushing the other two options of duos and trios, although trios was coming pretty high in the votes originally, but once we started telling people, hey, you can actually vote for the next event, solos crushed it. So there you go, solos tournament, Funament. I'm gonna have to get used to that. There we go. Let's do a little retweet immediately. So yeah, that's coming in the near future. Get your calendars ready. We've got 2 weeks of warning before that happens. There we go. Also, on July, let me turn back on the sound here. There we go. On July 8th, some people might remember LauraK, who is a variety streamer, but also very much likes the universe of Vampire the Masquerade. Absolutely super friendly, wholesome streamer. If you aren't already following her, please give her a follow. She's already done this in the past. She was actually the first one that we've seen quite a few months ago. She was the first one to do a public tournament inside the private server of Bloodhunt, and it was the thing that happened last time. It was again just to make it clear with everyone. It is a closed list of participants. It's between our friends and other streamers, and also a few other people have been invited to join in. But for the anything that happens inside the private server, it has to be a locked-in list of participants, because there's several instructions that you need to follow in order to join in, and it's not that easy. And it has to also be like personalized to you in some sort of way. Able to join in, so that's why it's not a tournament that is available for everyone. But they specifically requested that, so that's the kind of thing that maybe if you have an idea for a closed-off tournament on the private server that you want to put forward to Tobias, that's the kind of thing that you have to keep in mind. But getting back to this, she's already done this in the past. It's a charity tournament. With a closed list of participants. Some of them are streamers. Some of them you might have seen in the Bloodhunt category. Some of them are totally... last time, there's a few people that had not really played the game, or that played it like a little bit on their own. Some of the other ones were quite experienced. Like, there was like... Don't think that because it's a closed list of participants, or that it's for a charity event, that it means that there's not going to be gameplay. There were some people that brought in some spicy gameplay last time that this happened, but you kind of might want to think of it as a kind of casual exhibition match between friends and other people. It's kind of like that, Sylvie. It's you've got a special way of entering, basically, and you've got instructions to change inside your Steam to be able to access it or to have to see the options. Like, yeah, it's very, like, it's complicated. It's not just, you know, anyone can be invited in there. And it's another reason why private or custom servers were not, like, it's one of the reasons why they were not made available to the public. There's a lot of engineering in the background that needs to take place, and in order to make it available for everyone, there's a lot more engineering that would have been needed to make that happen. They didn't have the time, and that wasn't inside their purview of what they needed to do in the following months to lead to the place that we're at now. But we have one private. No, yeah, I know. A lot of people have been asking for that, but that was not that. That requires a lot of engineering and dev time to have that happen. Unfortunately, it was not in the cards. But the option to make tournaments on that one server is available. I am pestering Far to manage to give me a list of requirements that maybe we can put out there. To have people go like, okay, if you want to organize this yourself, here's some requirements before you even bother Tobias to go like, hey, I want to make a tournament. He's like, these are the rules. These are the rules. I'm writing it this weekend. I know, but you've said that many weekends ago. So I'm going to make this available I'm going to make sure that it's available to everyone, to make sure that we've got this, you know, we've got a plan, because this isn't something that you just can cook up in an afternoon. It requires like a lot of planning to make happen. So that's why Laura originally said that her next tournament was going to be on July, but she said that many months ago. Just think of that. Also, this is going to be a charity tournament. It's going to be duos. It's going to be for the benefit here of this, which is Covenant House Toronto, which is an agency to help youth who are homeless, trafficked, or at risk. So, you may not see your favorite, like, super contestants that we usually see inside the Bloodhunt community. However, very wholesome thing that's going to happen. Like I said, you might see some spicy play, because there's some people that I'd never seen really before in the Bloodhunt category before the tournament happened last time. I've noticed that they've been streaming and focusing on getting better at Bloodhunt since then. So I'm gonna be looking forward to how they're going to perform then, because they've improved a lot since then. But when that is going to happen on July 8th, your viewership will be very much appreciated, and your donations will be even more appreciated. A lot of the people that were there last time were also streamers, so you're gonna have access to a lot of different channels to look into. The main one, of course, is gonna be Laura's. But yeah, I'm gonna repeat that like when we get closer to the event, because it's in about like a month, not even a month. But yeah, it's gonna be something, and you're gonna see how this works. We are getting close to the hour, but I still want to mention this. I want to mention this. I didn't get to do it last time. So it's not new news, and some people may have heard about this. So, because I've mentioned this before. So some people may know the website ArtStation. Website ArtStation is a website where basically anyone that has art can put their art there. And a lot of professionals inside the game industry, some people that have been, you know, it's a way to like post your portfolio out there and to link it to people if ever you want to have a job or something like that, or you want to share with people what you've been working on, or maybe like you've seen the final product. Do you want to see the sketches or the different kind of, you know, parts that people have been taking into building this final result? So you're gonna have some sketches, some art concepts, some impressions, some different versions of the thing, and a lot of them in the game industry post there on ArtStation. Now I've shown you a bit of these ArtStation designs for certain outfits and stuff before. Now, I want to focus on some of the things that I've never shown you before. If you've been like curious, if you go on ArtStation and you look for Bloodhunt, there's been a lot of things about Bloodhunt that have been like, in terms of concept art, that have been posted there. What I want to show you is outfits that have so far, I don't know if there's any of them that might come into the future, but outfits that I've never seen inside the game before. And I want to show you these things. So, this is one that seems to be made for Toreador. This is concept art by Raquel Cornejo, I believe, who was... that was an outfit design designs that she made when she was a concept artist during her time at Elite 3D, when Elite 3D was really the main studio that worked for Bloodhunt in terms of, you know, a lot of concept art. So I invite you, there we go, I'm gonna post the link to it if you want to go see that in greater detail. Look at this amazing. So this is something that you're gonna see in a lot of concept art. They're gonna put like some bits of fabric to give you the idea of exactly what they're going for. Here's some bits and pieces of what she wants the outfit to look like, and here's some different variations. So this would have been an absolutely great Toreador outfit. Both on the front and the back, and you've got some symbols behind it, some very long boots, lace boots, and all of that. And that's for a woman concept, but here's the male concept here. So you've got different types of textures on the side, and my big head's in the way, so you can't see everything. But you've got, you know, something more like of a velvety kind of look to it, a little bit more open, loose shirt there. And you've got some golden reflections. And the back also would have been like absolutely fabulous. So that's concepts of outfits that never made it to the game, as far as I know. I don't know how people feel about this. This is just kind of testing the water, because some people have been wanting to see some things that never made it into the game, or that were put on paper but were not supposed to be in part of the game and all of that. And I know that Tobias has a lot to share with us, but you know, maybe I thought that maybe it's too soon to share with us all of these things. So I'm just kind of gauging everyone, how you feeling, how you're liking this or not. But just like kind of letting you know, like, these are things that could have been. And another one here from Daniel Rodgill, who was again a concept artist during his time at Elite 3D. Sorry, you can't see this, but it's written on the side here. Look at this amazing concept here that's completely unhinged, completely out there. A lot of leather, a lot of looks like kind of silk or plastic or PVC kind of outfit that you've got there. You've got the long chain here at the back with the gigantic bow tie. A little kind of insane kind of thing. Probably would be for Nosferatu or maybe kind of, you know, Malkavian would also probably like that outfit very much. And here you see you've got different, as you look at the different pictures there, you've got different concepts, different variants. No. These were concepts that artists have been posting. So basically it means if they're posting some stuff that they worked on, it means that legal at Shark Mob allowed them to post it. So probably these are concepts that have never made it to the game. All they say is just like, here are some cool designs and concepts that I made when I worked for when I worked on Bloodhunt. But these are absolutely not confirming that it's things that are out. There are some things, if you look at ArtStation and you look for Bloodhunt, you will see some other concepts of or different variations of outfits that are already been put inside the game. Although I will say, careful mention to everyone, there are also some people that made some fan art of Bloodhunt. So take that into consideration, because there's some things that are in there that are just like, oh my god, these are cool. They almost came up with this with Bloodhunt. Oh, wait a second, it's a fan art. Right, it's not someone that actually worked on the design of the game. Specifically, there's someone that made a whole bunch of concepts of weapon skins for Bloodhunt, but it's a fan that made those. So it's not anything that was supposed to be made in the game, that was supposed to be added to the game, but they are very fantasy-like kind of weapons that look very cool, but unfortunately don't match the environment of Vampire the Masquerade. So there you go. And here's another outfit that is the tone for this is absolutely Bruja. Absolutely, like there's no question. So you can see like different variations on the kind of eyewear that she's got. Like, is it here you've got a little bandana with the eyewear. Here you've got a little piece of jewel here with some things around the eyes. Here you've got just nothing. You've just got a headdress here. Yeah, you can look at everything. There's like slight variations on the themes, on the colors. Here you've got some fur around it. Here you've got absolutely no fur that's been added to it. Even the legs, in the way that, here's with no flaps, here's with a lot of flaps. Here's some flaps that look like feathers. You've got the boots that seem to be looking different every time. And you've got another one here that's a little bit more close up. By the way, all these images can be downloaded if ever you want to look at them more in detail. All of them can be downloaded, and if you're if you're a subscriber, I believe, of ArtStation, you can download them in 4K, which I don't, but this is how they look on the website. But yeah, you can look at them in much more detail, and here's this is an almost entirely black version of the top here, and you've got some. If you weren't aware that this is for Bruja, there's absolutely a Bruja sign here at the back of the leg here. But yeah, this would have been totally awesome to have in the game. However, the level of complexity to have those open skin and ripped kind of design there on the clothes is probably something that would take a lot of modeling time. I can understand why all these designs were not put necessarily in the game, especially this one. It looks fantastic. And here is the last one, I promise. So these are just examples of things that are out there for the public to see. Absolutely Toreador outfit, incredible. And here you've got the headpiece here. You've got different variations of what the jewelry on the face could have been. If you're going fully glam, as many pieces of gold inside the face, to something a little bit more reserved. But there you go, with the pose on top of that, looking absolutely fabulous. And you've got even the gold medal extending to the fingers here. You got a mix of different materials, like they like to do a lot, especially with Toreador. Different materials added to that. This one more open, with the open back here. With all the straps pulling everything together, and even the attention to the pants here, the pants detail is really incredible, with also the golden socks. I believe some people would have liked that. Golden socks, and I don't know, you can't tell from here, but there's also golden shoes. Golden shoes here at the bottom. And yes, this one with the back, that's absolutely incredible, and with all the detail that's been put into this, the absolute. And keep in mind, we've seen this for other concept art that I've shown you. You've seen the concept art, and here you see it in the game. Sometimes the concept art is can allow itself to be much more detailed than what the game designers can actually add to the game. Even though you're gonna say for a lot of this, it's just textures, but textures aren't necessarily. You can't necessarily put them one-on-one inside the game at all times. So sometimes you'll get something that is closest to it. And here's another Toreador outfit, I would imagine, because this one looks absolutely fabulous. My God, the amount of things I want to say about this outfit is like, it's incredible. And look, not only that, but we've got some different variations here. And this may look like the same person, but if you look closely, the details on every part are different here. And even here, you've got a part mask with a cross in front of it. The different kind of jewelry that the character is wearing, the different ways that the dress is ending here can be completely different. Here you've got a completely different like little design that's been added there. The shoes also different. The pants also are different. Yeah. So these outfits from Daniel Rodgill when he was at Elite 3D. Rodgill, he calls it Rodgill, but here's clearly Daniel Rodriguez, so I don't know why exactly he calls him like that. Probably it's a username issue, but anyways. So these are just to show you, this is the kind of insane concept art that happened with all of this. I have a screenshot that was shared in the Discord of someone asking Tobias, is there going to be a chance in the future that we get like a book that's just like the art of Bloodhunt, where we see like a lot of those crazy concepts and things like that? The response by Tobias is just like, signs point to no, it is very unlikely that this is something that's going to happen. He said, but you know, it can still be a possibility in the future. But he said like, definitely signs point to no. But that is it. That is all I had to really share with you this week. So a bit of news, a bit of stuff that you may not know. Let me know, like, does this like showing these pieces of concept, like, how do you feel like, chat, right now? Or like in the YouTube, in the comments, how do you feel about seeing those things? Or is it making you angry? Is it making you just like bittersweet? Do you want to see more? Or are you just like, nah, this is too early, man, I don't want to hear about that? Or how do you feel about that? Let me know. I'm curious, because I know that Tobias wanted to share a little bit more about like all the things that could have been. He's been asking me about that, so me and Makrai and other people, like, how do you feel if I started sharing secrets of design things? And I'm just like, oh, we're gonna see. Maybe wait until people are a little bit over the announcements of the stopping of the development, maybe, and then we're gonna see. But anyways, so what are we looking forward to this week? Well, we are waiting for the announcement of the new series of Twitch drops, which are going to start on Friday. And right now, I don't think that there are any really events that are planned or that I can announce that are available for this week. But keep an eye out. Right now, we've got FAR's Funament on July 1st. You can already sign up for it. You've got the KINDRED Challenge that I say that it's available. There's a new one every Saturday until the beginning of September, at least. So get on that. You've got the KINDRED program that you can always join in. You can always download a copy of that sheet and work on yourself on, like, you know, things that you want to get better at on Bloodhunt. You've got the Sanguine Bloodhunt Society that is working on a lot of projects right now, but nothing that I can really share with you today, or I don't think that there's been like any sort of announcements. But look right now in the chat, there is the Discord. If you are a person that wants to support Bloodhunt and you want to bring some content to Bloodhunt, or you want to support the people that are making some projects or anything like that, please feel free to join right now. Like, I know that a lot of ideas are being made, but right now what's going to be very soon going to be needed is a lot of hands, a lot of people that want to get involved, and they can vouch that they're going to be, you know, they're not just going to start something and then stop immediately, or you're not going to hear from them for like 3 weeks and go like, hey, the thing that you said that you're going to do for us is like, oh, I forgot. No, they probably are looking for reliable people to help with the community, help some gain some momentum, have some events happening, organize more things inside the community. Really, like I've been saying, the game is in our hands right now, and the community is the community is driving what's happening. The devs are, like I said, they're doing their own thing. They've got the automatic updates, but they're there to support us. So we have to drive this forward. And the game, of course, the game will only die if we let it die. So help out, have fun, play the game. Don't burn yourself out on the game, though. But yeah, we're gonna have some more things to make the game more interesting, to have some more people like discovering the game. Again, there's more and more people discovering the game every day, every week. We still see that in a lot of streams, people that are joining in, people that are following new streamers, asking for tips, asking for tutorial guides and all that sort of stuff. You know, how, like, still asking us like, what's the best, you know, what's the best archetype, what's the best weapon, how do you get to win, why are there bots, and all of these things. Like, you know, we can always help out people with this. But if you want to help out, if you want to raise a hand, like, contact the SBS, join in the Bloodhunt Discord, join in that Discord. If you don't know exactly what to do, you can always send me a DM. I will direct you to the right people. Definitely, we need to support each other and support our community in this current cycle or moment that we are all going through with Bloodhunt. So that is probably it for me today. I will be definitely streaming. I will be there every Saturday. I'm making sure of this. I will be streaming other games, hopefully soon, because I have to. But yeah, definitely I'm going to be online. I'm going to be streaming. Going to be working on my own Kindred program, on my own investments for myself. If ever you stumble across some kind of information that might be interesting or might be newsworthy, or you know some people are doing giveaways or events, they're doing it on their own, I can promote this on my stream. I can promote this during my newscast. So please let me know. And also, if you are a person that is currently live on stream right now on Twitch, everyone stick around. When I'm done with the recording, I'll be giving away again like a Purple Pain combo code for PC players after the recording. And yeah, that's it for us here for this week. Everyone be kind to each other and be kind to yourself. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.